He says, I have another lake, and this particular lake's got hardly any fish numbers-wise in it, but they're giants. And he told us flat out, if we get any bites at all, they're gonna be big, and potentially they're gonna be 5-pounders, but we might get skunked. Well, sometimes you gotta swing for the bleachers. So Tim and I agreed. Camera guy Tim and I are like, yep, let's go spend 2 hours on a different lake, maybe 3 hours total, see if we can get a bite and see if we can catch a big one. Well, we get over to the lake. There's several trophy hunters on the lake that are also looking for big ones. They haven't caught anything. We're running out of daylight. It's getting late in the day. We'd already been on another lake all day. And we put the boat in the water. We run around, again, inlets, outlets, boat ramps, and dams, right? So we go straight to the dam. And Dan starts throwing around the modified Beetle Spin with a gulp paddle shad on it, which is a brand new bait. And it's my modified Beetle Spin that I love that bait a lot, and it's very realistic, smallmouth, love gulp. He starts winding that thing around. Sure enough, we hadn't been fishing 20 minutes, he gets a bite. Oh, dude, it's a horse. It's a horse. It's a giant. It's a giant. Let me get a hold of the motor here quick. Grab that, we're floating in the rocks. Thank you. Oh my God, that's a big fish. Sorry guys, I had to get the boat off the rocks. That is a gigantic smallmouth bass. How do you like my Beetle Spin now, buddy? We gotta talk about that.
This is gonna be a solid 5-pounder all day.
Oh my, bro. And let me get this out of here. This is a brand new, got it? It's a gulp paddle shad on one of the Berkley swim bait heads. On what started life as a Beetle Spin arm because of versatility, and look at what he just put in the boat. We leave that spot, we fish back and forth across there, don't get any other bites. Typical when you're fishing for big fish, you gotta leave them alone, rest them, and come back. You're not gonna get schools of big ones to bite. We went to another little section. In this case, it was a pinch point in the lake. Not something we talk about a lot on Fishful Thinker, but whenever we encounter a pinch point, a little place where the lake narrows down real small, typically you're gonna get current flow through that pinch point, one direction or another based on the wind. That's what we were encountered here, was the pinch point on the lake. I got the square bull out, which is one of my favorite baits, the square bull 2.5 big Berkley bait. Started winding that thing around. Dan made a comment. He's like, there's a few rocks over off this side of the boat, somewhere right out there. Lob one out there to see what happens. Boom, I get a bite. Sure enough, another 5-pound smallie. So the chances of catching 2 5-pound plus smallmouth in the same day in most places in the country are pretty slim. Certainly to get 2 of them in a couple of hours like that on film, also very impressed. Dan, thanks for your wonderful fishery and the baits we use to plunder it.
What is it?
Big old smallmouth. Yep, we'll use that net. Appreciate it. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that smallmouth. Yes! Oh my gosh, look at the size of that smallmouth. Sorry, camera guy, just blew your audio out. Sorry, people at home. Oh my God.
What
That, guys, is why we drove to South Dakota. I mean, Dan's a nice guy.
I just pointed you to the spot at the end, didn't I?
He says, turn around, throw it out there. I picked up one of your baits, the square bull.
Look at that.
That is a giant smallmouth. Look at that.
That's like a short 5-pounder, dude.
Dude, that's a 5-pounder. Can we weigh it?
Yeah,
I'll put it in the net.
Put them on your measure board.
Okay.
I'm gonna weigh this thing quick. Yep. It's gonna be a short 5-pounder. Look at that. It's gonna be about
18 and a half.
5 even.
5 even. I got me a 5-pounder, 5.0.
But it was only 18 and a half inches.
18 and a half inch long, legit hanging on a scale, 5-pound fish. We also took Dan over to Big Stone Lake, where Tim and I had previously fished a couple days prior. We really wanted to get more of his hard baits going, but as you watch the footage, we just didn't have the conditions for that, for one. For 2, we also had very shallow, weedy water, which doesn't necessarily lend itself well to a hard bait. So they wouldn't go on the topwater, which was unfortunate. We tried the topwater a little bit. They just didn't want to go on a topwater bait. So we decided that, hey, we're going to take that modified Beetle Spin with the deal on it, or the Pro Shad on it with the big willow blade, and get after them with that again 3 days later. And at the other end of the lake, completely opposite end of the lake from where we'd fished before, and they still ate it very, very well. Got him. All right. There we go, guys. Got that. That's a good sized fish too. Look at that right off the bat. We started fishing, guys, about 50 yards ago, and we got a big old fat largemouth right off the bat. And I started with my modified Beetle Spin, and that, folks, will work. I will take that for first fish of the morning. Yep. Put me down for one, Mr. Spengler. How about that?
Gosh, this bait, now I feel confident just in the way the bait is with this blade, you know?
Right. Got him. Got him. And confidence catches fish is one of my favorite sayings, bro.
I almost called that too, again.
Almost. I feel so much better with this bait.
I don't need a net for this. I think I got him.
That's a nice one, though. Well done, sir.
Yep.
You got him?
Yep.
There you go.
Here we go.
Well done. Well done.
Little makeshift Beetle Spin again.
And you got a pit boss, a power bait pit boss on yours.
So we'll throw the fish back. And yeah, I really changed this up. I went really crazy. So I have a willow leaf blade, I have the 1/2 ounce Beetle Spin arm, I have our Fusion 19 swim bait jig. These are phenomenal. They hold baits great with the conical bait keeper in wire form. And then I put a pit boss on there. So something a little bit odd and different, but again, you can do anything you want with these things, and they're fish catchers.
That's it. And you know, the funny thing, ironic part about this, both of us got Skeet Reese design trailers on here.
There you go. Skeet Reese makes a good bait.
Over that time, we just discussed all the nuances of bait development with Dan, and it really was eye-opening for me. He's a guy I work closely with. You guys probably don't know it, but I test a lot of baits for Berkley over the years, also line and rods and other things as well. So as being a product tester, I work with those guys a lot, but I don't get a chance to fish with them necessarily. So it was a great opportunity, and I want to give a big personal thank you to Dan Spengler and the guys at Berkley for letting them off a few days to go fishing with us in South Dakota. Look at the size of your smallmouth, dude. My power bait, the deal, is down his throat once again.
Way down there.
There we go, guys. One South Dakota walleye. There's yet another reason to throw. That's a quality fish, bro.
Yep, he ate the frit side.
I started with my modified Beetle Spin, and that, folks, will work. Yep, big old monster walleye.
First cast with the flicker shad.
On the digger 6'5", right?
Walleyes like diggers.
He says, turn around, throw it out there. I picked up one of your baits, the square ball.
Look at that.
There, got him.
All right, I'll just break it off.
Got him. That's why we went out on the end of that point. Let's see how big he is. That's a nice one. Look at that. Here, I'll just swing him. I'll swing him up in here, I bet.
Good
Probably
fish.
shouldn't be swinging that thing in the boat like that, but
look at how short and fat that fish is.
I want to point out, look how far down his throat my bait is. You get jig head right at his lip.
Look at that.
That's what you want every time. You're never going to lose them. Yeah, I think we'll get a quick still photo. That's about chunky. That's
look at that. That's like a 16-inch fish that weighs like 3 pounds. That's insane.
Red beans and rice didn't miss her.
That's insane.
Let's get a quick still.
Look at that thing.
By the way, these little marks you see, the black, I've heard various things about those, what they cause. This one right here, you can see it back here too. But what a cool fish.